the top of it by the Crags Mountains. As you are continuing your journey, you run into Jalen's character, who was precariously getting his ass kicked by goblins and was kind of bleeding out, and they were rifling through his stuff. Now, what do you do?
Shit, I don't know a huge amount about how can I deal with these goblins?
Okay, well, you have so they're goblins, and there's only 2 of them.
Okay.
It seems like they snuck up on him, so they're not
guys?
too weak. What?
Are they both male?
No, one's a male, one's a female. You're trying to seduce the female.
Use Bar to its fullest potential.
I sense an NTR going on here.
Okay.
Can you? Okay, listen. I'm a little new to this whole universe. Is it possible for me to seduce the goblin?
Yes, it is 100% possible.
I'm doing it.
All right. However, you gotta roll. You gotta roll.
How do I roll?
Okay, so you gotta roll. Joe, what modifiers? It's the charm is your charisma base. You plus your charisma to your roll. Alright, so hold up. Let me get goblins in the book here real quick.
Wait, how do I roll? Do I just pull up a dice?
You pull up a d20 and you roll to their armor rating. And the most goblins' armor rating is... Let me pull it up real quick.
What?
And what were you asking, Sasha?
I was trying to say, dude, I already started the video, but I would like everyone to introduce themselves so I actually...
Well, do it as the characters come in, alright? I gotta go find goblins.
I like pussy.
Good lord.
That's why he picked it.
He did play Bard for a reason. This is true.
This is why I picked her.
Oh yeah, you're at the boxy. I forgot.
The boxy. Gosh damn it! Why is finding goblins so hard?
So I assume
book.
I have too many.
All sessions are being recorded.
You have too many.
Yep. She wants to record it. No, I only have 2 books I'm going through right now. Goblins.
I wanted to record. Wait, it was your idea to record the D&D section and put it on YouTube.
It kind of was, kind of wasn't. I can't find goblin. My life sucks. I can't find goblin. The easiest class. I thought this was alphabetic size, but it like kind of is.
Can't you hit them with the Control F though?
That's a physical book.
It's a physical book. Alright.
Oh.
So for argument's sake, I know the basic attacks of a goblin, so I'll just do that while. So what do you want to do? You want to seduce the female or the male goblin?
Can I seduce both?
Because charm. Well, you can. Joe, can you cast charm on 2 enemies?
If I seduce the female, will the male get pissed?
You cannot inherently tell what would happen as if you would cast charm because...
Okay, well, I'm just saying, because if he does get pissed, that'll make it even hotter, because that's what I'm going to double do.
So, you trying to seduce the male or the female?
Female, let's go female.
3 minutes.
Okay, so roll your d20 plus your charisma modifier.
Okay, do I roll it on the website? I'm sorry, I'm like...
Just put it on Google.
Just go to the D&D Beyond app, go to where it says your character, and then click on your charisma, and it should roll a dice, and it will plus your charisma to your dice.
Oh, okay, I rolled it.
So me and White.
Okay, so what'd you roll?
I rolled a B, which is a 24.
Okay, so it definitely hits, so now I have to roll a charisma saving throw on a fudging level 1 goblin.
Okay.
which is not...
What's that modifier, -1 or something?
Okay, well, they rolled a 3, so no matter what, you seduce the goblin.
Okay.
So what the move is actually called seduce, you've charmed them, so for an hour, they basically consider you like a friend. A very close friend.
Very close friend with benefits?
Yeah, anything. You can literally kind of do anything to them with this ability.
Oh, you should not have put this power in my hands.
You're a bard. This is what bards do.
This power is gonna immediately go to my head. Okay, so
So the other goblin now knows of your presence, by the way. He has an axe, though, because the other one puts her hand over his sword to stop him from attacking you. So what do you do?
Fuck it. I'll charm him too. I'll charm him too, and I'll just fuck the female.
I don't think... Joe, can you use charm twice?
Can I use it twice in a row? Because if not, I won't.
I don't have the book pulled up.
I don't think he can because let me check the player's handbook. I don't actually think he can because it's technically still his turn that he didn't end. So technically it would be the goblin's turn next.
Okay,
he did. Wait, Joe, it was a sneak, right? Since he technically approached him, so technically you could do it twice. I'll allow it twice. I'll allow it twice since you snuck up on them.
Okay.
Alright, so go roll your d20.
23.
Okay.
Christ.
He's a
19
bard.
charisma.
Hey, he's a bard. This is what they do. Whatever you're good at, you're amazing at. Whatever you're bad at, you're suddenly unbelievably amazing at.
That is a direct quote.
Alright, so they rolled a 13, so it doesn't matter.
Okay. So they're both
literally one off of saving that Christmas. So you've charmed both the goblins.
They are now your slaves.
I get to business with the female goblin. I have the male goblin give Jay spoons.
So you're gonna let Jalen bleed out. So you're gonna let Jalen bleed out. Who's been stabbed by the goblin.
My plan was I was gonna have the other goblin give him spoon him in order to keep his body warm together to keep him alive. But that probably not gonna work.
He's bleeding out, and your immediate assumption was to seduce both goblins and leave him bleeding. Jalen, I hope you know this is your friend letting you die.
No, I knew as soon as I heard that Aiden was going to be the one saving me, I knew I was probably going to die.
Does that mean we have to go immediately on a mission to save him?
What can I do to save Jay?
So, in your starting adventures kit, do you have a healing potion? Check D&D Beyond. Because if you don't, you'll have to use healing hands.
These hands.
And I don't know if you actually have enough spell points now to use healing hands because you decided to charm both goblins.
Wait,
use these hands to kill Jalen.
Just kill me.
No, wait.
No, don't kill you yet. We haven't even started it.
I like how Jalen's over here bleeding out, being robbed.
Because if this were a real situation, I would just die. I'd just die. It'd take too long. And I'd just bleed out.
Make us so difficult.
I don't have a health potion. What can I do to save?
Okay, so you're a bard. Do you know the spell Healing Hands? Did you teach yourself that at the start?
Shit, I don't know.
I know this is your character.
You were supposed
You might be dead here. I might have to have Jalen start rolling for his saving throws.
No, I know healing check. I know healing. I know healing. Wait. Would it be cheating if I say I know healing hands now? Because I walked
Do you not know healing hands? Did you pick a bard and not pick up healing hands?
I don't know where the fucking spells are.
Do you not know any spells other than charm?
Where do I see my spells?
This is all why I thought he was needed.
Jalen, I'm gonna need you to roll a saving throw since you're dying out here on the ground and the other guy has no idea what the fuck to do.
I think we fucked it up before we started.
No, wait, real quick. Where can I see the fucking?
So go to your character on the D&D Beyond app. Press the little block thing, and it'll tell you church spells and all that other stuff, and it'll tell you what spells you have.
The block thing?
I'm on the actual Are you on the website? Or are you
on the website?
Oh, Jesus.
That makes a lot more sense.
You see the 3 dots by abilities, saves, and senses?
Ability saves and senses.
I see senses, saving throws.
I see
Jalen,
senses.
you're gonna have to roll a saving throw right now.
Alright.
You're bleeding out on the ground. Jalen, this might be the quickest character death we've ever had.
Oh, you made it bad
Considering
already.
Jalen wanted to be found dead, and the only one to find him was the man whose immediate reaction was not to save him, but to seduce the two
How did I
goblins.
get so unlucky?
You got super horny. That's why.
Can I just
Hey,
download the app?
Joe, does your pal? Yeah, download the
Yeah,
app.
I have medical. Can I walk
Okay,
in?
so all of a sudden, Joe, you're gonna appear on the scene. Since I guess this is the best place to put you, since Jalen over there is like dying, and I need
Don't
someone.
let him
passed
die.
out
So,
Doing
Joe,
anything but being horny.
So,
I
so
whip out
Joe,
my D&D
hold up.
phone.
All right, everyone. All right, so Joe, you approach the scene and watch the big boss seduce the two goblins. You being a paladin and experienced in magic, and being a faithful believer in your deity, believe you should help. But you stand by to wait. And as you see Jalen bleeding out and Big Boss unable to heal him, you decide to jump in as per your god's request to heal all living things. Alright, Joe, what do you do?
I'm gonna be using medicine. I believe I roll
Alright.
wisdom for this.
Yep, you roll wisdom.
I rolled a 15.
Okay, so Jalen, you receive 15 points of healing damage. It is 15 points, right? It's as high as you roll.
Healing.
Yeah, you receive 15 points of healing.
Thank Christ. Jesus, man.
I feel
Bleeding out,
prepared.
and I have to have someone come in and save you. I was about to have the barbarian I had lined up, or the other bard come and
Honest to
save
God, I would have been fine with just dying. I think it would have been funny.
you. I was about to have you start doing saving throws because I didn't realize he picked a bard and didn't have healing hands.
I don't know how to give myself
Yeah.
healing hands.
Wait,
damn
yeah,
it.
I'm on the
Will you
website
make-
and I don't see where to go.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Joe, on the website, hold up, let me actually
Ability
go
save
on
senses.
the-
Thank you, Joe.
Oh, okay. So is it spells?
Yes, spells.
Okay, I don't have any spells, any first level spells.
Oh.
So you can't even charm anything!
Oh, can I give
Zach,
myself
just
in real
let
quick?
let the goblins beat his ass to death for that.
Oh my gosh, dude, you have failed the saving Jalen, and you have gotten yourself both captured.
No, wait, come on, man, give me another chance. I didn't know to give myself charm. This is
Okay.
This is what happens when you
By
come
the way.
ill prepared.
Yeah, I'm looking at
I
you.
beg of you, I didn't know how to give myself spells. I beseech
You
you,
should have
God.
asked one of us.
You're lucky
no,
God smiles upon bards.
For the record,
That's
for the
all
record,
you're lucky, is that God smile upon bards.
For the
Alright.
record, I did text you and I was like, "Hey, am I set?" I didn't know if you looked it up or looked it over or not. Wait,
I looked at your stats and everything, and it had the spell category, which only shows up if you have spells, so I assumed you gave yourself charm, and the first three spells you could give has a bard.
Hold on, I'm gonna give myself equipment so I can actually do things.
yeah, let Joe give himself equipment. Let me give myself some fucking spells, please.
Okay, do you want me to start this over where Jalen's bleeding out and there's two goblins?
Yeah. Well, wait. Yeah, but how do I give myself spells? I'm on the app, right? And I
Okay,
see
so on the
people-
app, you're gonna have to go to view character on the website, sadly, because you can
Okay,
only
that's
edit a character you've already created. So go back on the website.
Okay.
You're gonna want to go to that little gear. Oh, wait, hold up. I clicked the wrong thing.
This is a
Oh my
clusterfuck.
God.
It is a clusterfuck.
Edit character.
No, not add character. You got, edit character. Sorry, you got edit your character, and you're gonna go through all the things again. And as you cycle through all the way through, there'll be a thing that says spells with equipment.
Okay.
So you're gonna go through your created. I'll go through standard just to show you, so that way I can see the same thing. You're gonna go past race, class. You're gonna go to abilities description. Where is it? Is it abilities?
I'm confused. I don't have these options.
I don't have these options. Hold up. Bard,
Oh, how awful.
spell casting, Add class. Alright, you're gonna go to where it says your class at, and then you're gonna go to spell casting. And hold up. Yeah, your class, and then you're gonna click the tab from your bard. See how it says class feature? There'll be a thing that says spells, and you can add spells.
Oh, I can add spells. Okay. I will add.
So cantrip is different than a spell, but you can add cantrips as well.
What are cantrips? Oh. The charm person is charm.
Charm and charm monster, but since the goblins are technically people and they are a race you can pick, I will allow charm person.
Okay, I don't consider them people, but we'll agree to
They
disagree.
do because there is goblins that you can that are playable characters that people play as. So they're technically a charm.
Wait, healing word.
Healing, yeah, healing. You can either do healing word or healing hands.
I don't see healing word hands. I just see healing word. So I'll do healing word.
Okay.
Yeah, I know what your healing word is gonna be.
His healing word was instead of saving the person that was bleeding out, was like fuck both goblins.
The word fuck heal Jalen.
Okay. So
Oh my god.
So I teach myself only 2 spells, right?
This
I'm
is
so
three.
sorry.
Oh, 3. Shit.
Jalen, I'm so sorry. You're bleeding out on the ground.
You should be sorry.
Right?
We have to
Sorry
start.
for what?
How could you forget to
Sorry.
No, I'm sorry because I just all of this happening.
What are you talking about, Jalen? Literally nothing was in your control.
I still feel bad.
You were bleeding out and you couldn't be saved at all by an incompetent bard.
Well, for the record, my goal was to get some poon, and I did a pretty fucking good job at it so far, okay? They surviving was a side option. It was a side mission, but I'm pissed that I didn't get it.
It was a time side quest he let expire.
Okay, there you go. I have charm person, disguise self, and healing word.
You're bleeding.
So now it is Joe, Big Boss, and Jalen. And
And my
Jalen's
2
been killed
goblins.
by Joe.
And my 2 goblin Ono holes.
I will say you have 2 goblins.
Okay.
For an hour.
For an hour. So, what do? You're in the middle of the woods now. Well, you're at the start of where the river cuts through the big Neverwinter woods, and you're at the second half of the woods towards the lower end.
Okay, I tell them wait up for a second. I take the 2 goblins behind the bush, and I get to it with the female while the male watches. I'm a sick fuck like that.
Can we leave him?
Yes, you can actually leave him.
No.
No, don't do that.
All right. 8 minutes later, I emerge from the bush. 8 minutes?
8 minutes, dude.
I never said I was
That's
good at
pretty
it.
low stamina. Jesus.
It's my
The
character
goblins
arc.
have more stamina than you. Holy crap.
It's my character arc, okay? By the end of the game, I'll get like maybe to 12 minutes.
You'll add an extra 4 minutes.
All right, I breathing heavily. I get out of the bushes and I.
So you've incapacitated both goblins, and you cannot take them with you now.
Jesus, he incapacitated the male just by pure sight. The sight of what just happened to his goblin.
I'm refastening my belt. I'm like, all right, fellas, how you guys doing?
He puts the sunglasses back on.
So are you guys gonna introduce yourself, or are you gonna be 3 fucking strangers in the middle of the woods?
3 strangers.
Let's do 3 strangers. Yeah, this is like a Tarantino movie.
I try to introduce myself, but it
You
just
get cut off
falls
by
to
the
the
sound
wind.
of...
It falls to the wind, and I'm ignored, and they walk past me.
We don't listen because 1, I'm too mortified by the actions I just watched Aiden commit, and 2, because
I mean, Jalen, you literally watched him had time to have sex with the goblins twice while bleeding out after being robbed and mugged by said goblins. So I think I'd be pretty more...
Someone, by the way.
And had to be saved by a third party.
What an
That's a horrible
Because
way
the
to
other
meet
one was
someone.
confused at what was going.
Lying there bleeding, and the other person trying to have sex with the goblin.
What an
He
introduction
didn't
to
try.
the
He
world.
succeeded. There was a difference.
Respect my name. I seduced the fuck out of those two goblins. I'll have you know.
Let my buddy die.
All right, everyone, calm. All right. So, Joe, Big Boss, and Jalen, you're in the woods. There are several paths you can go. You can go forward. You can go back the way you came to the decrepit, past the decrepit logging station, or you can proceed on. What would you choose?
I defer to Joe.
We lead on. We go forward.
Okay, as you go forward through the woods, you see a small opening in it. You see a rundown shack that has been repaired several times. It would seem that this was built at least a good century or two ago and had been lived in by many people and has seen a lot of travel. And you go, and what would you do? Well, let me think. Yeah, alright, so you approach this cabin, since there's nothing there for miles. The door slowly creaks open, and you are greeted by an old woman. What do?
I hide and see if there's a. I wanna scope.
Wait, you're gonna hide? You approach the cabin.
Wait, I want. What the?
You just
Wait,
left.
who left?
Uh-oh, his thing fucked up again.
Oh no.
Our DM's gone.
Okay,
His
well-
thing always does this every time we do a video.
Poor Wyatt.
I
didn't mean to hide. I wanted to like sneak away to see if there's a back entrance somewhere.
my plan. I rolled to seduce the old woman.
There you are.
Good lord.
Yo,
don't have the mana
fuck
for it.
Discord on the phone. Alright, so you approach the cabin. What do you guys do?
I want to see if there's any other ways inside of the house. So I
You
want
see
to scope
there's
out the
several
house.
broken windows that have been
Okay.
covered with thatch. So they would be. You could, with given enough time, pull them off because they're interwoven. It's clearly someone who knew how to weave thatch together. So it would take you some time, and it would be kind of loud since you would be kind of like banging on the side. But as far as you can tell, you see no other. Actually, roll a perception check.
Can you explain what that
how do
is
I
for
do?
some of us who are
You click on your
stupid?
perception. Yeah, you
Click
see
on my
number-
perception.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
click on your perception.
Wait. Where is
Thatch
that?
is like a stronger version of hay.
Oh, okay.
Perception here. This?
You click. You see where it says +5?
Yeah.
Wait. Bring your. How do I explain this? Why is yours not?
He's on the website. You might have to go. Just
I
click.
see.
Roll your D. Do you have a D20? If not, just go online and type roll D20.
And I believe add 5 to
Okay,
that.
so you add 5 because that's your perception modifier, right?
You're at 7.
So 7. So yeah, as far as you can tell, there's no other side entrance that is perceived to you.
Okay. Then I don't want to try anything. Wait, don't I have? Since I've been bleeding all over my weapons, don't I have the?
No,
funny
they
thing?
stole the weapons before
Oh,
you
they
bled.
stole
They stole the weapons and then they gave them back to you
Oh.
after they were charmed and fucked by
Okay.
Jalen.
Okay, then I
Just
can't use them for now. All right. I'll just again defer to Joe.
Okay, so the old woman opens the door and she asks you to are you lost?
You see, if I try to do anything, I've had like
No.
5 charisma with a -3 modifier. So I'm just
like Big Boss is answering.
Guys,
No.
follow my leader. Follow my leader. I wait.
Are you gonna
I wanna
seduce-
check my mana.
You've used for one, you've used all your mana, considering you're a low level wizard and you used charm to fuck 2
He
goblins.
is not a wizard.
I'm not
Yeah.
wrong.
Can I real quick interrupt the flow
Okay.
of what just happened? My brother just climbed from the top of something, hung on. He's 2. He climbed off the top of it, hung on to like, and just like jumped off. It's like 5 feet tall. He's 2 years old.
Yo,
I'm sorry.
dude, he's doing parkour. Alright, so what do you guys do? You need a collective
I
plan.
respond to her. No, we are heading back to town.
Well, no. Let me take the lead. All right, listen, man.
Oh God.
We're a little lost here. Could you point us in the direction of the nearest town?
She slowly opens the door, steps out, closing the door behind her.
We all rush in and kill her.
Well, Jalen, didn't you
Do
said
not kill the NPC. Do
well, no,
not.
wait, Jalen's not there first because he went to look around the back, right?
Yeah.
True.
So this doesn't happen yet for Jalen. You're still there looking around because this was while you were looking.
Okay.
I know the way back to town, but town's pretty far. You could go back the way you came. There's an old logging camp, but the nearest town is about, and she turns around and faces towards the back of her hut, is about a couple days' ride that way.
Wait.
Like a week walking.
Uh-huh.
I think we take that bet.
1 second. Let me open up this because I.
Okay.
Okay. I use my.
And Jalen, now you're back with the group. You hear that she was
Can I
telling you.
ask? Okay.
Can I use my sunglasses to see if?
Hold up, one at a time. One at a time. All right.
Go ahead,
So
Aiden.
Jalen's back. Jalen, what do you do? She greets you
I
as
was gonna
same as she
say-
greeted us.
Okay, never mind. I just stand and listen.
I
Okay.
use my sunglasses to check if she's lying or not.
You still have to roll a perception check with advantage.
Okay.
So roll 2 d20s and take the higher one.
12.
Okay, as far as you can tell, she is telling complete the truth, as best to her knowledge.
Okay.
Can I ask her a question?
Yes, go ahead.
What happens if we come inside the house? And then
You're more than welcome to come inside. I haven't had visitors in a long time, she replies.
Aiden, is she lying? Roll again.
I like how you can roll your own perception check, right?
Oh, I have to roll my own perception? Okay, hold on.
You can if you want to, or Aiden can.
I think Aiden would be better because he has the modifier.
So
I
you
can
would
just
still
ask
have-
Aiden if he... Oh,
Well,
wait, I
what's your
wouldn't know that
perception
Aiden does, though. My perception modifier is +5.
So yours is probably better than Aiden's.
Sorry, I have to roll in.
Yeah, dude.
I got
18.
18.
Okay, so again, she is telling the truth. It has been quite some time. You get the sense that she has been alone for many years, and your company is making her very happy.
Are you asking me to seduce her?
No, I'm not asking you to
Why?
do the lonely old woman in the middle of the woods.
Can I ask one more question?
Yes, you can.
Why
I mean, this is
she-
D&D.
why-
You don't have.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, this is D&D. You can kind of do whatever.
Oh, okay. Why are all the windows broken on your house?
We had a bad storm a few years back, and I haven't
Why did
had
it
the
take-
time. What was that?
What have you been doing for the past few years so you haven't had the time to change your windows?
Well, for one, she did say the nearest town was a week or two walk and a day or two ride, and she doesn't have any horses.
Okay.
She relays that information to you.
All right. I will quit interrogating now.
Alright, so what do you guys do? Are you gonna accept her invitation? She is welcoming you inside. She has now opened the door.
I think we go inside the auspicious grandma's house.
This might be a bad idea, man.
This is 100%.
Is there
a fair
anyone
one.
else in the house though?
As far as you can tell, it's a normal house. As far as you can tell, it's single story. It's not big. It's kind of small. You can see a small end table, some dim candle lights, but there's no one you can see.
All right. I think we go in.
Okay, so
But
she welcomes you.
Sorry.
Okay. You go ahead because this is your action.
Oh, true. Well, I was just gonna say I think we go in, but I had a plan. I wanted to talk with Aiden about.
Okay,
I just
so
wanted Aiden to distract them so I could be behind. Like, if worst comes to worst, I kill.
you kill the old lady in the middle of the
I'll
woods.
do it with
Yeah,
no remorse.
I like how aggressive these two are.
Alright, so
Aggressive.
I know I'm trying to be like make the nicest old like hermit in the woods, and both of you are like trying to kill him.
You're so
And
savage
her
trying to kill
existence.
poor old
I don't
lady.
want to kill her. I'm just saying if shit goes sideways, I won't hesitate.
Okay, so she welcomes. Alright, so everyone. Alright, she welcomes you in. Both enter. It is kind of a little cramped with the four of you because of how small the house is. However, you do make your way. She sets the tables. She goes back to her cauldron, and she stirs it. A
this
few
is-
minutes pass.
I whisper to these guys. I'm like, this is fucking bullshit. Nobody, who needs a big ass cauldron when you're one person out in the woods? Use a pot, right?
who has a cauldron and not windows?
Yeah, clear signs of a witch. I
Magic
would
works
legit.
in
Listen,
bluer
we
windows,
need to
though.
conduct a test. All right. Everyone knows witches are made of wood, so let's try to light her on fire. And if she burns, she's a witch.
As you are loudly whispering, and I might add loudly since you are in a small house, she
Okay.
returns with two bowls at first, and then she returns with the third bowl. No bowl for herself, though.
Oh fuck this.
Why don't you eat?
I'm sorry, I don't have enough for 4 bowls. I will eat some bread.
No,
I'll
okay,
eat
no.
food.
No, I actually give her the bowl. I'm like, I cannot accept this because even if you're not trying to poison us, I want you to eat, all right? Because I cannot.
I don't think I can eat because I was just almost stabbed to death, and the adrenaline's really tightening up my stomach.
And his asshole, I should know.
She
cannot
then.
because it
She-
is pork and is against my
okay, one at a time. One at a time. All right, so we're gonna do it. She takes the bowl from you, kind of gratefully, and she hands you the piece of bread that she was gonna eat, and she sits down at the table with you to drink, and she begins eating.
I
Can I share my bowl of soup with Aiden?
What?
Yes, she does have 4 bowls, so you'd have to ask her, but yes, she does.
I want to ask her if I could share my bowl of soup.
She sits up. She says, "Yes, I do have an extra bowl." She goes slightly around the corner though, because of where the cupboards and stuff are. This is a slightly large patrician wall. And she comes back with another bowl. It has seen some wear. You can tell from the lines it has been filled up, it has been scrubbed, it has been washed multiple times, it has been used a lot. She returns to you with the bowl and she hands you the bowl.
I pour half of my soup into the bowl and give it to Aiden.
I wait for everyone else at the table to take the first
Well, she has already eaten before he asked her that. She had already
okay,
eaten, so
well-
she was already the first one.
I dip a little bit of the bread into the bowl and eat it.
Easy, let's go. More food, bro.
Okay, so all of you have regained stamina for one. And all of you, I think all of you were at full health to begin with, right? So that would
I
make-
mean,
Yes,
not
yes.
this guy. Not no
Yes.
goblin.
no, Aiden got healed by-
I have to jump past
Aiden
you.
got healed by Joe. Joe
Yeah, I
restored
healed
15
Jalen.
points. 15
Jay got
points.
healed
So.
by him.
Yeah.
Okay, so
The Tarantino shticks kind of died out. I think we need to actually use our names.
so she finishes her bowl, albeit very slowly, since she is quite an older woman. And do you guys do you want to eat all your soup, or do you want to like leave some?
I shall
Eat all of the
consume
soup.
all of my soup.
Okay. So as you guys finish your soup, she starts collecting the bowls and stacking them up, and she takes them to trying to think. She puts them back around the corner. She goes back around the giant partition walls, and she puts them in a pile of stuff that has to be out and taken in the bucket and washed. And she puts it in the bucket. As she goes to do this, she actually leaves the house through a secret way. So you don't notice she's gone, but she's actually outside getting from the small pond that was nearby of water and washing the dishes. You can hear it, though you can't see it through the thatch weaved windows.
Yell if she needs help. Yell to ask if she needs help.
She turns around, kind of bewildered at first, and someone was yelling at her. And she says, "Oh, I wouldn't mean to trouble you. Do seem like I wouldn't mean to trouble such great travelers and some worn travelers with my dishes."
Trust me, we're not great. We're somehow at best.
Alright, so she comes back in and she takes you outside. And she's like, "Yeah, if you want to help, you can help." And she hands you like a slightly worn rag that you can see has been patched and repatched several times and weaved back together. She hands one to each of you, and they all the same. They were white at one time and they were really pristine, but they have faded over the years and they have become smaller. They looked like they were originally part of a sheet. You're not. Alright, so as you wash the dishes, and she takes them and she puts them back in the cupboards of her house, and she gratefully thanks you for your help.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I thank her for the meal and for not poisoning us, and we begin to journey onwards. In the what direction you said the town was?
Okay, so when you approach from the logging camp, you were towards the west side of her house. She points towards the southwest, southeast area of her house, which is behind it. So right out by where you guys were washing dishes and just going straight.
Okay. Well, we go that way. We move towards the town.
Okay.
So, question: would my walking speed increase or decrease the time it would take for me to get there?
Since you're moving as a group and you wouldn't want to lose these people unless you want to like completely ditch them, I would say you lessen your speed since you are a more seasoned person and you can outrun these people.
Mm-hmm.
And you're saving it. I would say you're saving it in case you weren't sure if they were going to betray you or not.
Mm-hmm.
Can I ask, or how much mana does Aiden have?
He has approximately 0.
Okay, so he can't heal me, is what I hear.
Joe, wait, what are you talking about? Joe fully healed you.
I know. I'm saying I wanna do the funny cuts so I get blood on knife.
Well, out of curiosity, do we have to rest in order to get mana?
Yes, you do.
Long rest.
So when you approach the logging camp, I would say it was still early morning, but towards the afternoon, and after you had eaten and helped the lady after with her dishes. I would say it is past the afternoon, slightly start of the evening. So it is slightly getting dark, but it's not dark yet.
Okay, so
I think we take our chances.
Wait, so do we just keep moving, or do we want to do a short rest?
Oh wait, short rest.
Let's do a short rest. Do a short rest.
I want to before we do the short rest. I want to do the knife thing though.
Okay. So you cut yourself on the blades to bleed on it, and you see that they grow in the everlines that are curved into the handle. It's a very gaudy sight. The other two see it as they start to glow. The light starts to fade, but it doesn't completely dim, and it is still there. It is a dim crescent shape on the blade.
And then I turn to them and I go, "Now watch this dry."
and I use one of them and it go invisible.
As he does this, he completely vanishes from both of your plane of sight.
I screech like a monkey in pain.
So as you screech, it can be heard from the old lady's house.
God. Oh my god. Poor woman.
She kind of is bewildered at first, and she didn't really go that far. But she worries about you, but knows it's the way of the world, and the way of the woods out here. So
The way of the bard.
the way of the bard. So
Okay. Joe, would you like to add anything?
yeah, it was
I
like
have nothing to add.
so. Joe being a seasoned.
Joe just looks at me do this and goes, "Seen it."
So Joe's been a seasoned paladin. You can tell by his armor is kind of like clanked up. It has some minor marks on it, and it has been repaired and molded several times. So, and he does have some. His sword has seen a lot of wear. However, you can tell it's been sharpened by someone who has spent meticulous time sharpening their blade. So you do get the sense that Joe is a seasoned warrior, and both Joe and Big Boss roll perception checks.
Rolling perception.
To see how well they can see you, because based on how high the perception they roll, it determines how I would describe
So
it.
I just roll like a d20 on a roll die.
I rolled 9.
Okay. So, since as Joe, as you've rolled a 9, he is almost completely corporeally invisible. It's like he has completely vanished. You don't really notice anything that would indicate he is still in front of you.
I roll an 11.
I mean, dark vision may help out with this, but I don't think it's necessary at this moment.
Not necessary. But same thing with you, Jaden, since you didn't roll high enough. It does appear like he has completely vanished from your plane of existence. Sorry. It's still it showed Jaden's icon on the little Discord thing, so I was like, oh.
Jaded the fusion dance. We're one now.
Jaden.
Don't worry, Aiden
that's
called
a
me
real
Jaden for the
curse.
first 8 years of our friendship, so.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Jalen and Aiden become
Okay,
Jaden.
so Jaden is now back to you.
Okay.
Okay, I think we rest now.
Yeah.
Well, are you gonna reappear, or are you just gonna stay invisible?
yeah.
You kind of just
forgot about that.
disappeared.
Okay, I reappear behind him and spook him. Or at least Aiden, because Joe's not gonna get spooked.
Okay, so as he reappears, both of you roll perception checks again.
And then I yell, "Boo!"
So both roll perception again to see. Okay, so Joe, you do see. Alright, so Big Boss, you are completely unaware as the hand taps and firmly grabs your shoulder.
Firmly grasp it.
Firmly grabs your shoulder, and he says, "Boo." You completely stumble backwards at this unbegotten shock. Go ahead.
I screech like a dying animal once more.
Now, Joe, being as you roll high enough, you did see like the leaves move, and you just turned at the right moment to see this bard just fall over on the ground, being spooked. And you let out another screech that echoes throughout the woods, and birds fly, and the local animals run throughout the woods, scattered at this screech, this kind of like animalistic howl.
Oh boy.
That it has also echoed and remnant through hearing the screech.
Okay.
Alright, hope you sleep well tonight.
Alright, so Joe, you roll hit dice right when you take a short rest, or is that only long rest?
I think that's only long.
Okay, so you both sleep, and Jaden, You
Oh no! Wait, no. I roll a d10.
you roll d10. All right,
Apparently,
roll d10 for Joe and tell me the answer.
it takes short. I am clicking that.
I'll roll for you, Joe. I rolled a 7.
You've completed a short rest.
Alright, so you have both completed a short rest. It is now pitch black out because it is now 3 hours. It is the later part of the evening. And that howl you heard seems to have moved on. However, there is both. Who wakes up first? I want to know who wakes up first.
Me.
Okay, so roll a perception check.
Roll a perception check. Okay, I'm pretty sure my character has dark vision also. So I roll a d20 for that, right?
Yes, and you want to use your dark vision on this, or do you not want to use it?
I do. Where's my character sheet?
Okay, so roll with advantage. So roll 2 d20s and take the
You
highest
don't have
number.
vision.
Okay.
Wait, he does have
Roll
dark
with
vision.
2
What class did he
D20s.
pick? Hold up. Wait, what class did you? What race
Pretty
are
sure
you?
I'm Talishtar, right?
Oh wait, let me check. I'm
I
looking.
think
at your
that does. I'm not
Yeah,
positive.
look.
Oh wait, do
That's
humans
the
have dark
race I
vision?
was going off. That he knew what it was because that's the one I don't have. Remember, Joe?
I'm
Let me
pretty
quickly go
sure.
grab it.
I think I also
Save
have
me.
it. I might just be wrong though, so my bad if I am.
I'm checking right now.
Okay.
Because I was looking at my character sheet.
Okay. What does it say?
You do not have dark vision.
Oh, my bad.
Okay, so you just roll a regular d20 per perception.
Regular d20, then plus 5. Okay, let me get rid of that one and then roll. Okay, I rolled a 20.
Okay, so as you awake, the other two are not awake yet. You see this since it is dark and it is dim light. Oh wait, it's dim light. Roll another d20 and take disadvantage.
Roll another d20 and take disadvantage.
So whichever one is the lowest.
Okay, so I got a 5. And then
So
do
you
I
got
get rid
10.
of my... Oh, do I keep my perception?
Yeah, you still keep your percentage. Disadvantage is just you roll 2 d20s and you take the lower number.
Okay.
So it is a further bit away, but you see what appears to be a wolf. And it's not a normal wolf. This is clearly a bigger animal, a bigger creature. And you see it dragging something. You cannot tell what, but you see it pass you guys.
Can it see me?
Cannot see you.
Okay. I think
You are,
first
you are just far enough away that you are out of its line of sight.
I think I first want to wake Joe and then activate my invisibility.
Okay.
Upon being awoken,
So are you gonna tell Joe what you saw? Or you just gonna go invisible.
I'm sorry, I forget how I wake Joe and as quietly as possible tell him what I see,
Okay.
and then I tell him my plan, what I'm gonna go do.
So what is your plan? Since Joe doesn't know your one.
I wanna walk up within 30 meters of it, okay, and see if I can get a better look at what it is and what it's carrying. And if it notices me somehow, I want to use my mind link ability to talk to it.
Ooh.
Okay.
I guess I don't.
So
I want to hear what Joe has to say to that.
yeah. So Joe, you go first. That's what I was about to say.
Okay. First off, I'm gonna use dark vision to locate the wolf's position. Dark vision's gonna give me 60 feet in dim.
Yep. All right. So roll.
I can always see gray shade
So roll d20 with advantage.
with advantage.
Since you have dark. Yeah. Since you're using dark vision, you can see. It is dim light though, so your attacks will still be with disadvantage. However.
Give me a moment.
And you will not be able to see the color though. Still.
Yeah, no, I grayscale. You said with advantage or disadvantage?
Which advantage?
15.
Okay, so you see what appears to be a wolf. appears to be a wolf jackal-like creature. You cannot directly make the difference since it is still a further ways beyond the tree line, and there's so many trees. But the big thing you notice is this animal is not actually walking on all four legs. It's actually hunched over and eating something while progressively moving forward.
Meat.
His meat is eating a chunk of a deer that has been ripped in half. You can clearly see the guts spilling out, and that this is something that is trying to hunt still, while quickly eating. It is unaware of both of your positions.
He is aware?
He is unaware, because you guys are just far enough away out of his vision.
Is the enemy wounded?
As far as you... What'd you roll, Joe?
I rolled a 15.
As far as you can tell, there appears to be no wounds. You can see there has been several scratch marks against his bowels, because you can see where the indent of fur is ripped off, and he has been some scrapes. How none of them appear to be fresh.
Okay.
I asked Joe what he thinks we should do.
I think we should wake our horny bard.
I think that's a bad idea.
I think it's
Oh, Joe, also, wait, hold up. From Joe, from your perception, you do know if something louder than a slight movement, like a loud noise, will alert this beast. You can, since you rolled high enough, I will say, from your experience, and you are a professional paladin and you have slayed a lot of unholy creatures, you can tell this is a jackal werewolf.
Okay.
What the fuck's that?
So you don't know how, or you don't have the bestiary, do you?
I've never played this shit.
Okay, so jackal were is basically the same thing like a werewolf, but instead they turn into a jackal.
Oh, wait, that's free.
Cool.
Alright, I think we
Okay, so you have no idea that. Joe hasn't told you that.
Okay.
I just told you that for reference.
What is it?
It is a jack-o'-ware. Are you pleased?
Wait, do you actually want to have your character ask Joe what it is?
First off, that's gonna alert him.
Wait, if I whisper it?
No, if you have to... I'll give you guys the benefit of the doubt that you are whispering.
Okay.
However, Natasha, this is a perfect time for your character to step in, since you would know these woods and you would know those creatures.
Oh my god, okay.
It's time.
I was gonna say I go invisible, jump on its back, and cut its throat, but let's see what she has to offer.
Yeah, so as you are kind of freaking out from seeing this creature, and Joe tells you, a tall creature that you cannot see comes up behind you and has you both roll perception checks to see if you can see or approach you or not.
Okay, so +5. Wow.
With disadvantage for you and with advantage for you, Joe.
Wait, so disadvantage. Oh, so I roll 2 d20s?
2 d20s and take the lower number.
Okay. So I rolled a 5 plus my... So I rolled a 10.
Okay, so as you are busy freaking out, you are completely unaware of this humanoid figure walking towards you. Joe, what'd you roll?
18 and then a 4. So
Joe,
I'm just hyper focused and did not.
Yeah,
notice.
so Joe, as you are trying to address the kind of freaking out rogue, you being known to being sneaked up on and about the dangers of these woods, hear rustling coming closer and closer towards you. This is all Joe. Joe needs to decide what he needs to do because he's the only one currently aware of this figure.
Let us see. You said this was behind me?
This is directly behind you.
Can I turn around and address it?
So you turn around, and since you are so high perception, your dark vision, you can make out what appears to be from your expertise as being a paladin and fought with many varieties of people, you can tell that this is a druid approaching you, and they are approaching you calmly. However, very quiet. It is only through your senses and your alert combat experience that you actually pick up on this thing coming towards you. Okay, Natasha, now this is you.
Okay.
You are now in close enough to actually go to them.
Okay.
And since Natasha, you are going here, I will say you also know that there is the werejackal.
Yes.
So you know to be very quiet.
Yes.
Okay, so this is all you.
What?
You're approaching them. You're gonna say something. You're gonna keep walking forward.
Oh, you're approaching.
You're approaching me, Jojo.
I don't even know what those
I
two
can't
are
beat you up
exactly.
if I don't get close enough.
No one told me what you guys were, so it's like I don't know what you are.
So Joe's a dragon. Joe, you're a dragonborn, right?
No. I'm a shifter.
Oh, you're a shifter. What's your current form though, as a shifter?
Human.
Human. Okay, so you see a human paladin. You can't quite make out. Well, actually, roll a perception check.
Oh, what the?
Because you can see Joe, but I don't know if you have to roll to see if you with. I will say with advantage, since you are you have been in these woods.
Guys, don't wake me up just yet. I gotta piss real quick.
Okay. We weren't planning on it. Don't worry.
You're asking a newbie to roll a perception check when I don't even fucking know what to roll.
Okay, so you roll a d20.
So
I literally asked the first two characters I asked were new, and I asked both of them to roll perception checks to check Joe.
Wait,
what
do you like?
So you roll a d20.
Yes.
And then you plus your perception or minus your perception modifier.
What if I don't know what that?
What do you mean? Go to your character.
Yes.
Go to your stats, and below the number you put in it, it will tell you your modifier.
Oh god. I fucking hate this shit.
This D&D.
Can I turn around after looking at Joe turn around and notice her as well?
Roll perception check.
Alright.
Because she
Plus
is
or minus 5?
with disadvantage.
Okay.
I don't know how to read this shit.
Show me your character sheet and I'll tell you.
I got a 5.
Okay, you are completely still kind of freaking out, however silently, and are unaware, and all you see is Joe just turn around.
Okay, I'm gonna send it to you in your.
You are being ignored.
I wanted to turn around, notice a faint figure, and then disappear.
No, don't say.
Well, you can't. You can't see because.
No, I'm not going to. I'm not going to.
She's a very tall, druid.
You're alright. So you see, Constitution, Strength, Dexterity. Natasha, scroll down to where it says saving throws. Actually,
am I dying?
I can't. No, not yet. I can't see your perception modifier.
I don't think.
Yeah, you're about to be mauled. You're still asleep. We're just gonna leave you.
Joe, I can't see your perception modifier.
My thing did give me a perception modifier.
What is your perception modifier,
I
Joe?
see passive wisdom perception.
Mine?
I see that, but I can't roll.
Yeah, no, when I say to roll a perception check just in case, because this is the first time DMing. What do they plus? Do they just roll natural 20 and see if what it is? Natural D20?
Just roll natural, honestly.
Okay, just roll a D20 then. See if you can see the others.
Wyatt, for reference, shifters, depending on... Let's just call them humanoids with a bestial aspect.
Okay. Alright, so roll D20 with advantage. So the higher of the two.
So I had to roll it twice?
Yes, roll it twice and take the higher number.
Okay, that would be 18.
Okay, so you see two other figures besides him. You see cloaked-in rogue who has seen recent stabs in his outfit, and you see is sleeping what appears to be a musician or a bard to you. You are unaccustomed to these things since you've lived in the woods your whole life. And you see a humanoid paladin with his shield laying on the ground in the sword. You can tell that you've just come upon these people.
Yes.
So this is now you, Natasha.
Okay.
This is now your move.
Okay.
What will you do?
I will approach.
Okay, so you slowly approach both Joe and Aiden, and you can tell
You just call
Aiden
me
is
Jay,
kind
by
of
the way.
okay. So you approach Jay, and he's kind of freaking out. However, quietly, he's kind of shaking, and you can tell he is seeing the giant creature because since you roll high enough perception, you can see it. Now, albeit not clearly to see as the things Joe could see, because you are still with dim light, and you, even though you're a druid and stuff, you do see the familiar shape of what appears to be a jack-o'-lantern in the distance, mauling on a fruit. So you have approached them, and can either be Joe answers first or you answer first. Jay, you are now aware of a figure that has just approached you.
No, don't actually do that.
I like how Aiden is still asleep.
He is asleep, and Jay was completely unaware a figure was approaching them this whole time until they were right in front of him. Because he rolled shit perception.
I turn around and start hyperventilating and disappear.
Okay, so roll perception. Roll another d20 with disadvantage, Natasha.
No.
So roll 2 d20s with disadvantage to see if you can see where he went or not.
Okay, let's see. Wait, what's disadvantage?
You take the
Minus
lower
whatever
number
your
instead.
perception.
I did a
That
3.
was-
I don't see him for shit.
Okay, so you are completely unaware of what happened.
Yes,
That
I don't see
you just
shit.
see this figure and vanish. At first, it starts a little translucent, and then all of a sudden, he's completely gone from your field of vision. So now,
Can Joe still see me because he rolled perception so
Did
high
I-
for the
no,
other
he
thing?
has to. You'd
And I
have to
try not
re-roll
to
again.
freak out from him disappearing.
You want to freak out where there's a beast
Okay.
less than
well,
like
You're
40
talking to a
meters of
druid
you.
who hasn't
Hey,
seen people
Wyatt.
very much.
What's up, Joe?
well, could I just roll my shift now at this point?
You want to shift? You want to shift mid-transformation? Like about to talk to... Yeah, go ahead, Joe.
Yeah.
If you want to shift, go ahead, shift.
Nah, we'll wait.
Okay, so... Natasha, you want to freak... We'll freak out. You want to freak out, Natasha, or do you want to kind of remain calm?
I'm gonna make comments just laughing.
Okay, so... it is now just Joe and Natasha face to face with him.
I wanna speak to Joe via mind link.
Science.
Also, hi, babe.
Can I
Alright.
do that or no? Or should I wait?
Yes, you can. Well, you won't have to roll sleight of hand because you're invisibles, and she rolled a low perception, so you would have to roll for someone to see it, but you're good.
Okay. I asked Joe what the fuck is going on.
You gotta say you can reply to this message. That's a different spell,
what's
is it?
happening. I should probably tell him what's happening, right?
I'll just say for story's sake, you explain that you just used the ability to go invisible.
Yeah.
Alright, so now it's Joe and Natasha. Who talks first?
Let him go first. I'm still brain freeze.
Joe, talk first. Talk first.
Oh, be it. I guess I'm talking first.
You hear your god nudging you forward. I mean, I'm the
God
DM,
and
so
the
I
whimper.
technically am his deity as well. I'm every deity in the game.
To which
John
I
and the whimpering, what's it called? The whimpering road.
Yeah, the whimpering. The whimpering rogue who's completely cowering behind you, albeit invisible. Alright, so Joe, this is
I
you.
asked her if she's heard of my religion.
Okay, so Natasha, Joe, what's a religion check again? It's just a D20, right? It's just a D20.
Yeah.
We know it's D20 plus your intelligence modifier. With your intelligence.
I have a funny religion button.
Okay, so Natasha, roll a D20 with your intelligence modifier.
I think I'm 0 on that.
Well then, just roll a D20.
Okay.
And you are 0. You are plus 0.
It's a 9.
Okay, you have faintly, Joe, what is your deity called again, to be exact?
Asha.
Okay, Joe, is this what you've made up, or am I gonna have to actually look this up?
This is something that you will not have to look up.
Okay, well then quickly explain, give me the general rundown of what they are worshipped.